Hey guys, Allison here, author, yoga instructor, and creative warrior, and today we're going to talk about writing prompts. More specifically, how you can use writing prompts to help you brainstorm a new idea for a story or book. I love writing prompts. Writing prompts are a tool that helped me get out of a pretty depressing writing slump. I love them so much, they're actually at the foundation of the creative warrior writing path. And I know that a lot of you struggle to come up with ideas or take your ideas past that initial what if phase. So let's take a look at how you can use writing prompts to brainstorm an idea in 5 easy steps. This is actually the exact process that I use to come up with new ideas, and a ton of the stories in my 2 collections of flash fiction on Amazon were created using this process. Step 1, you need to grab the prompt. A writing prompt can be just about anything. 1 to 2 sentences that you then continue, a theme, an idea, 3 words that you need to include in a story, a genre, a location, and an object. The possibilities for prompts are endless, and you can find them just about anywhere. Or to take some of the pressure off yourself, you can grab a video from the playlist right here on this channel of writing sprints and prompts and use it to help you through the rest of these steps. Or you can grab 30 days of writing prompts from the description below, and you'll have writing prompts ready to go for the next 30 days. The links to the playlist and that download will be in the description. Step 2, move around a little. Wait, don't start writing quite yet. Now that you have your prompt in your head, you're mulling it over, your brain's working through it, get the brain and the body moving, the blood flowing, and get your energy up. I personally recommend yoga. It is great for nourishing your creativity, opening your mind, building mindfulness, all great things when you're about to sit down and write. And you can find some quick flows right here on this channel in my Yoga for Creativity playlist, link in the description below. Or you can just do some simple movement, maybe go out for a walk, jog in place a little, do some jumping jacks. But I do suggest trying to do something that gets your heart over your head. Yes, this means you have to get a little upside down. Just a little though, you don't have to do a headstand or anything. But this is called an inversion, and it increases blood flow to the brain. A really simple way to do this is what's called a forward fold. All you have to do is stand and fold forward, just like the name suggests. But this is a type of inversion because it gets your heart above your head and helps push blood flow to the brain and gets your brain invigorated and ready to write. Step 3, set a timer. If you're using one of my sprint and prompt videos that I mentioned earlier, those have a built-in timer right in the video that will help you write for 25 minutes. So by selecting one of those videos, you get a prompt and you get a timed writing sprint all in one video. So you're gonna set your timer, and then you're gonna grab a pen and paper. So those notebooks that you have lying around that you're afraid to use because they're really nice notebooks, use them. Use them for this. You can use an iPad or a tablet if it has a pen or the ability to write by hand. And you can use a computer if you must, but I highly recommend doing this portion of your brainstorming by hand. And once you've set that timer and you've got your pen and paper, you're just gonna start writing. So this step kind of has a bunch of steps built in. So you're gonna set your timer, you're gonna grab a pen and paper, and you're gonna start brainstorming. And to start brainstorming, you're just going to write down anything that the prompt makes you think of. Literally anything. Words, a piece of dialogue, a location, an idea, a theme. You get the idea. Anything. Whatever the prompt makes you think of, write it down. And it does not have to be complete or even coherent sentences. I mean, you might want to be able to understand later what you were trying to say, but we'll leave that between you and your thoughts. Maybe your line of dialogue leads to a conversation. Keep that going. See where that leads. Maybe you start a character outline. Maybe the prompt makes you think of a type of person and you start writing down what that person might look like or think about or where they might work. And just get everything in your brain out onto the paper. Don't worry about whether it's a good idea at this point or whether any of the things you're writing down are good. Just keep writing. Try not to pause too long during the 25 minutes. Keep your hand moving. You can see here some of the brainstorming I did when I got the prompt, mystery space raven. I was given those 3 words and I just started writing down anything I could think of related to those words. I wrote some strange and kind of funny things that popped into my head immediately when I heard the words. And one of those things was the line from Alice in Wonderland, "Why is a raven like a writing desk?" As you can see, it did go a little wild because I eventually got from Alice in Wonderland to a kid living on a spaceship reading Alice in Wonderland. Wait. I'm not going to tell you anymore. If you want to read this story, check it out. You can download it below and check out the entire story that came about using this brainstorming technique. So next step, I think it's step 4. Maybe. That step had a lot of built-in sub-steps. So once your timer is up, take a break. Walk away. Yes, leave your writing behind, walk away and go do something else. Do something unrelated to your piece and hopefully a little mindless. Do the dishes, start to tidy up, go for a walk, do the laundry. If you can avoid watching TV or being on your phone or even reading, I would suggest doing so, and that kind of just leaves cleaning, I guess. Don't do anything that's going to interfere with the ideas that you've already had. Do something that's going to leave room for those ideas to bop around in your head and maybe even expand. Once you're done taking your break, come back to your piece, set another timer, and keep writing. If you were using one of my videos, you can just press play again on the same video and the same prompt that you were already using and look at your notes and start grabbing some of the most intriguing thoughts and ideas from those notes and try to expand on them. Take them a little bit further. Remember, you're still brainstorming, so don't worry too much about whether these ideas are good or if you can take them farther. You're just trying to give some of the ideas you already had some legs. Just trying to take them from little bitty newborn babies into bigger babies. I don't know a lot about babies. You're trying to take them from newborn infants to infants. They're not walking yet, but they have legs. They wiggle and move around and stuff. I don't know where this metaphor is going, but maybe you get the idea. If you do, you're my kind of people. If you start to take an idea somewhere and it doesn't work, that's okay. Pick another idea and see what happens. If this process sounds like something you can do, and trust me, it is something you can do, and you're ready to try it out, grab a Sprint Plus prompt from the end of this video, push play, and get writing. Now that you have these tips and this technique, go fight for your creativity.